How'd you get the Michael Jackson? I remember the Time video. You get to choreograph that?
We were in New York, heard about the audition. It was like a Wednesday night, Thursday morning. The audition was that Saturday. I was broke as fuck. And I'm like, Mom, there's an audition. Now, I knew Fatima was choreographing. Fatima at the time was my girl.
Right, she's big time, right.
But, you know, she made it clear I can't hire everybody. The director, obviously, John Singleton's got the final say. So my mom gave me the money. Next thing you know, there's like 15, 20 of us on a flight getting to LA. So we get there, we're at the audition. What we didn't know is that John Singleton really knew who we were. We forget that people are watching music videos and they know who, like Prince knew who all of us were, like Michael knew who all of us were.
Dope.
So we get there, we get into the audition, and next thing you know, you get it, and they actually put us up in hotels, they gave us per diem, like he carved out extra money in the budget once he realized so many of us were from New York, and he wanted all of us in there. So now we're rehearsing, right? And this is the first time we're rehearsing at Alley Cat Studios, which happened to be owned by Bookman and his wife from from Good Times.
Oh, right,
yes,
okay,
they own a dance studio.
Nice.
So we're rehearsing in there for like 2 weeks, but we don't rehearse with Michael yet. He's having private rehearsals with Fatima and Stretch and those guys from the Mott Top who are working on the choreography. So like a day or two before the shoot, Michael comes in. And so we get to actually see him do it. And it's like, what, pat, 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 what? But our version don't look like that.
Wow.
Michael is hitting it on some 5, 6, 7, 8, and it's hot and snapping.
Right.
We're like, oh, we got some work to do. We got 24 hours to fix our shit. And so finally we fix it. We get a contract that's like this big.
Wow.
Don't look at him. Don't talk to him.
No.
Don't ask about Bubbles. Don't, like, it just,
Right,
it was
right,
the size of an encyclopedia, like a whole bunch of things. Because you know he has so much controversy and people just leech on him. But what people forget is that everybody always wants to hang out with the dancers. Like, we're the cool kids and we're usually in our corner battling, dancing, whatever. And I think artists feel safe with us because we don't really want shit from you. We just happy to be here and in the mix. And Michael would hang out with us. And so he'd just be like, yeah, fuck that man. He'd be like,
cussing, yeah.
like, you forget he's human.
Yeah, sure.
And so it was really dope. And that set was crazy, right? Because between Eddie Murphy having all the comedians in Hollywood coming through, right?
Right, sure.
Between Magic Johnson having half the NBA coming through every day. Iman had all the supermodels coming through every day. And then everybody that John Singleton knew, because I think he had just done Boys in the Hood.
Maybe, okay.
First before that or whatever, but half of Hollywood, so Ice Cube, like everybody was there every day, was like, who's who? And imagine if I'd had like a camera on set or we could have taken pictures. It'd be crazy. It was so dope. So it was 2 weeks of rehearsal, 2 weeks of shooting, going on Universal lot, and being able to like walk through the gates and them not be like, excuse me, ma'am, come here. Like my name is actually on wardrobe and the door and the whole shit. Like, you can't make this up. Like, pinch me still.
What gives you the confidence to feel like you belong? Because sometimes people don't feel like they belong. How did you feel? What made you think that you belong there?
I think because I had a whole gymnastic life and career before I got into this business. Right. And because I had so much success, like I was state champ, regional champ, Big Apple Games champ, full scholarship, like all of that gives you confidence as of who you are as a performer, gymnastic wise. Then I would be in clubs and there were dance competitions that I won, beating out some of like the dopest guys or whatever. So once I started doing music videos and stuff, even though every audition was like, well, you're too big or you're too whatever, I literally would have to like backflip in the first 10 seconds. Like I'd have to
prove that you're agile as the rest of the little skinny old girls.
Yeah,
right?
Which I dance circles around them. So really it's like you either want the skill or you want the face, and it depends on who the artist was, right? Because most of the artists just want the light-skinned girl that they can pick home, take home, smash or whatever. Right. But then it's like, no, we need somebody who can actually dance for your video and make it come through, and that's kind of where I fit in.
Now I saw a list of, did you choreograph these, or were you just in it, like the Mary J. Blige, remember the time, You Remind Me, and Real Love?
You Remind Me, Real Love, I choreographed and danced in.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. And how, this was after Michael Jackson, of course, because of the time.
No, Mary. I feel like Mary was before Remember the Time. I feel like Mary was 91? 91. When was Remember the Time? You might know better.
I thought Remember the Time that should have been about 91, 92, because I just came to LA, and then I saw Joe Torre in it. So maybe that, I don't know, but okay. All right, but you got that because you knew her from the streets? Or
no, well, I had been working with Uptown Records, right?
Oh,
because
wow, okay.
I've been doing stuff for Uptown, and I had done stuff for Father MC, and Puff was a club kid too, so he knew me and all the other dancers. And by that time, I think I had danced for Keith Sweat. I don't think I hadn't done Bobby Brown yet. I think I had done Guy. I had done a Guy was obviously part of Uptown Records, and he was like, "Yo, Les, I need that New York-ish. I need some of that. Come on, bring it, Doc Martens. I got this girl. I need that. Come on, money. I need you." You know how Puff talks.
Sure.
And so Puff knew, like me. Once me and Mary met, Mary and I felt like we had been in Girl Scouts together.
Nice.
Like we honestly felt like we have known each other since camp, and just our bond. And even though she says I taught her how to dance, I helped her come out of her shell as a dancer. But all of that is like us girls who, who double dutch, who had the handball course, like that's that New York-ish.
Sure.
And with the crew that we had, it was just so, if you look at the You Remind Me video, and especially the remix with Greg Nice, like we're in there in our jerseys and it's just gutter and it's like, that's just us hanging out. And Mary and I became really, really, really good friends. We were both still broke. Her stuff was on the radio, but she wasn't making any money. We had shows back to back, the Apollo and all these things. And it broke my heart to actually leave because, she was still on a promotional tour and Bobby was knocking my door down to go on tour them. And I kind of was like, I'm still shining as a dancer, so I have to kind of step away. And I actually handed off Mary J. Blige's project to Lorianne Gibson.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
wow,
so that was her first major choreography project, and then I went to go dance with Bobby.
I see Whitney Houston, Every Woman, LL Cool J, Roundaway Girl. I mean, you choreographed all these?
No, I didn't choreograph Roundaway Girl.
Okay.
That was Jennifer Farris. She did that, and then
Whitney
Houston. Well, we know because Whitney was always with us with Bobby, so we know the real Whitney. Whitney is that girl who pops gum, who rolls her neck, who wants to do double dutch, who sits on the stoop talking like, we knew that. Y'all didn't. Claude Davis had y'all fooled.
Claude Davis, you ain't shit. I thought she was sweet.
Yeah. So we were at the wedding and all that stuff. She's like, I want y'all to dance with me. So we ended up like putting stuff together. So I co-choreographed that. We all kind of choreographed that.
Right.
But I was ahead, and there was I forget Cheeseman. Oh God, I forget his first name, but they brought him in to choreograph and stuff too. But it was mostly all of our stuff that we had been doing. So
wow, you said the Whitney, we talking about Whitney and Bobby. I toured with New Edition called the Home Again, I think it's called Home Again Tour, about 89, 98, I'm sorry, 98. And I'll tell you something funny about that tour. Al Heyman put me out on it, and I was the opening act for him. And Bobby would do his, everybody had like a little part of their own song they doing, shit, a verse or whatever. Bobby said, I'm doing my whole shit. And Whitney would come out and they had a song together, We Together, or whatever that song was. I can't remember that song. But,
we got something in common.
It's something like that. There you go. They would do it. I was like, damn, homie, you're doing the whole damn thing. I didn't realize how popular Bobby was because on some of the dates when he wasn't there, people want their money back. No disrespect to Ricky and Robbie and Mike and all them. If they wasn't there, it was whatever. But if Bobby wasn't on that show, they were like, we want our money back. I was like, really? Because I wasn't into it like that. Wasn't into that strong. But I didn't realize that he had that And now that he has a new documentary and so forth. I see it. I'm like, okay, I can see that.
I'm here to tell y'all right now, I don't care what Bobby Brown version you see right now. Because first of all, God bless him for still being alive and being able to endure all of the death and stuff. But as truth as Bobby would come to rehearsal late and pick up the choreography like that and be on it. And he was still drinking, wilding, whatever, and be hitting it every night. So nobody can ever tell me that Bobby Brown is not the truth. He is the truth all day. To me, he is the king of R&B forever, for real.
R&B, okay, I'm thinking pop. Okay.
No, that's Michael.
I'm about to cut these microphones off on here.
I know my people.
Oh, okay, you said the right name. You know what?
No doubt.
Give me, aside from Bobby, 3 more top male R&B artists who could dance, who really could dance. So you say, this dude could dance.
Ooh, Heavy D could dance.
Okay, I remember, Heavy
D could really dance,
okay.
like, for real. Who gets busy?
Father MC?
Yeah, Father's cool. Like, he can move. The guys from Intro could move. Guy could move. Justin. Oh, so not that I've worked with. Oh no, just work with them because I need to have proof that you've seen Justin,
it.
Listen, I've never danced for Justin. I would come out of retirement to dance for Justin.
Okay.
To dance for Usher, who I've never danced for. To dance for Missy. And Janet and I still have some unfinished business. And quiet as kept, I would do something with Madonna because I like her creative shit. So those 5 people I still haven't danced with.
Really?
So let me start stretching. Hope the universe is listening.
No. Let's get Ledge out of retirement.
Come on, let's do it.
They're on tour again.
We're just going to need some ibuprofen and an ice bath on standby.
Turn me up a little bit.
If you like that clip, hit the subscribe button or the notification bell. In fact, why don't you hit both of them?